The ruling that just came down moments ago does ban all abortions in Arizona except to save the life of the mother. A rope, a harness, shoes, one of these quick draws, and especially one of these. So I'm going down memory lane quite a lot this morning. I got my old fanny pack and mask. No matter which one you choose, park rangers say it's important to be prepared with the right shoes and enough water. Those monsoon chances I was talking about earlier, that's gonna bubble up here Tuesday and Wednesday. They traveled down I-10 to here right in Tucson, your South Kolb Road. One person was shot and taken to Banner Health. Now the students in the classrooms, they were told to stay in place, shelter in place. So soon it'll look like this. Affordable housing called Milagro on Oracle. It's been a really fun time too, and I brought my jacket because I listened to you for sure.
I'm glad somebody does.
And like many other spots in Arizona, it has deep canyons and steep hiking trails. So during monsoon, it makes it the perfect spot for a flash flood. Title 42, the pandemic-era rule making it easier to reject asylum seekers at the border, is only a few hours away from ending now. If you want to start, you definitely should. Whoa. We're definitely coming down quick there, huh? Just looked it up, and Qatar is going to be around 84 degrees when the game starts tomorrow. So we're seeing some good conditions here, though, in Tucson. If you're going to watch the game, maybe kick the soccer ball around afterwards. We're seeing 50s right now. Interesting, too, how the community is really rallying behind across the country any team that you're rooting for.
Right. It's no longer a sports thing.
Just spoke with Representative Grijalva a few minutes ago, and he says that he's so proud of the family that he's been able to create. We begin now with breaking news out of Raytheon, where a suspicious package was found on campus near South Nogales Highway and Aerospace Parkway. I'm going to continue practicing here with my photographer, Lewis. Let's see if we can trap a ball right now. And over the past couple of weeks, I've gotten the opportunity to walk alongside these neighbors who are helping their neighbors fight for the right for adequate housing. Exposed wires, mold, and no air conditioning.
When I showed him a picture of my house being 110 degrees, this is what I got brought to me. If you notice here, there's no tubes to bring the water up.
Missy Arroyo hasn't had AC or heating in her apartment since she moved in back in January.
Missy, you know, we're on this. We're trying to get your unit fixed. I don't get a call like that.
She came here from Mexico because she wanted her daughter to go to school here.
Sometimes I think I fail her because it's hot. She has to put up with that hot room. Come from school, that's her room.
And it's not just an apartment. Her place is grandma's house.
When my grandbabies come, I have to walk them to make sure, because I don't want them to get electrocuted. I don't know if I can get electrocuted with them wires.
She spent months trying to get everything fixed.
They say it needs to be approved by the owner. That alone took a month to get the approval because he fixed the other units that were cheaper. But because mine is not fixable and it's $3,000 for a unit.
So enter Hassan Clement, an Amphi neighbor who experienced something similar.
But my air condition was broken and it was 98 degrees in my apartment.
But he had no response from his property manager, so we called code enforcement.
We went through the same steps and it took like 5 months to get everything done.
Now he and other Amphi neighbors decided to spread this knowledge.
Our neighborhood association, we started a tenant empowerment program, and we wanted, it's like each one teach one.
Which is how he ended up here, knocking on Arroyo's door and helping her call code enforcement. The goal is to let every Amphi neighbor know they aren't alone.
We got a spectrum of allies from Ward 3 code enforcement.
I reached out to Arroyo's apartment complex, who sent me a statement saying they work vigorously to ensure the safety of their tenants. Arroyo's AC did get fixed since I spoke with her.
If it breaks again, I'm not guaranteed they're going to come out and fix it.
And now she'll join Clement in the tenant empowerment program.
And that's what it is about, empowering each other to solve our problems.
Reporting near First and Prince, Tina Giuliano, KGUN 9. To many, this might just look like a regular gym, but for the hundreds of athletes that come in here to practice every day, it's actually their second home.
Oh my gosh, I don't want to go to the gym, and then when you come here, like, oh, all my friends are here.
From spinning and flipping to high-fiving their teammates.
So you have your teammates and your friends to help you along and push you to get better.
The gymnasts at Springs Gymnastics say there's nothing they'd rather do after school than hang out on the vault beam and bars.
It's like I spend more time here than I do at home.
And this week, leading up to National Gymnastics Day, they're acknowledging their hard work.
So we do like a spirit week all week long. We feel like gymnastics, we want to celebrate what we do.
For the last 8 years, Brown has spent over 4 hours after school every day at Springs Gymnastics.
Come on, Pay, you got it. I want to get better. I want to improve my skills. I want to get better at being strong.
They have a drive that gives them the strength for that last pull-up and to come back the next day.
What keeps me coming there is my coaches and how they bring confidence to me.
That hard work doesn't just end once they leave the gym or even high school.
I'll probably be a coach or like some part of like the athletic program.
I might just be a coach for gymnasts because the way my coaches work is just awesome.
It helps them teach beginners like me,
I don't think that looks right.
giving them a head start on their coaching careers.
I can't do this.
But until their big careers start,
Some of my family members actually asked me, am I already invited to the Olympics?
they'll keep coming back to their second home.
It just has so many memories there. You'll find that you belong here.
Now all the gymnasts here are expected to compete coming up here in the spring. But first, let's see if I actually learned well here today. All right. Tina Giuliano, K-Cut 9 on your side.
Very nicely done. Here, I'm giving you a 10 for that one.
Thank you,
Very
thank
nicely
you.
done. Very nice job.
We're here near the Harshbarger building on campus where earlier today a man shot and killed a professor. Now the scene looks a lot different than it did earlier today when I was out here, but there still are a few officers lingering around. Now we spoke to students who were here during the shooting.
I heard a lot of sirens and there was a police officer coming.
When shots were fired on Wednesday afternoon near the Harshbarger building, students were shocked.
But at the same time, just like numb to it all, like, when is this gonna stop?
While Alexandria Contreras headed to work past the scene, her brother was also on campus nearby the shooting.
You feel helpless, you feel powerless, like unsafe.
Students were told to shelter in place when 46-year-old Murad Dervish entered the building with a gun.
They were told, they should not leave. We got UA text alerts, just all classes have been canceled, I think.
Police say when a student saw Dervish enter, they knew something was wrong and called 911.
When I walked back, there was a lot of commotion, so I wasn't entirely sure what was going on.
Dervish shot a professor who was taken to the hospital where he died.
But it was difficult to say. They had a tarp under him so that they could lift him up and carry him onto a stretcher. He was taken out immediately.
While Dervish fled and later caught by police in Gila Bend, students on campus were left to pick up the pieces.
It is scary because it happened right in front of you, and you're kind of like, what do I do? Like, am I even safe here?
Yeah, campus police say that it's important if you need to talk to somebody, students and staff, that counseling services on campus is available 24/7 to help. Tina Giuliano, K-Gun 9 on your side.